everyone. This is Lisa, and today I've got a pick a card reading. The question today is, what does my ex feel about me? We have 4 piles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can take a moment now and decide which pile you're drawn to the most, and look at the timestamps below to get to your pile. Hi, pile number 1. So these are the cards that we've drawn. So for your ex, we've got the Fool, the Page of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Sun, Unrequited Love, Wedding, Romantic Feelings. So, as to how your ex feels about you. I think it would be first better off to describe what your ex, the type of person I feel like your ex may have been or is. I feel like they were a bit of an immature player. Maybe they didn't want to give you this commitment. See, we have unrequited love and romantic feelings. With the Page of Wands and romantic feelings, I think that there was definitely some passion. And the Sun, you gave them warm feelings. But I feel like it was probably mostly sexual. And you were looking for some kind of commitment with this wedding card that they just didn't want to give you. And they would rather just be, play in the field, being free, hooking up every once in a while, which isn't what you wanted. And I feel like they may even be the type to still be trying to come back to hook up sometimes. But I do see that, they're moving away from this connection. So I think that if they are to come back into your life, it would be more just to do hookups rather than anything serious. This person could have also been married already, and perhaps it was like a third party situation. I don't think that's from the most of you, though. I think it's just that they are still immature and they just don't want anything serious. But they do feel like, I do think that they are moving on, but they have fond memories of warmness towards you. But I don't know. The Six of Swords, I always think of it as it's like a moving on type of card, whether it could be moving forward in a relationship or away from it, depending. I think it depends on the surrounding cards. But with this, like the Fool and the Page of Wands, yeah, I think that they're probably just moving away from this connection, but they still are like willing to come back maybe sometimes and do some, especially with your advice card, you have boundaries. So it's like, where do you need to establish better boundaries? So if this person is coming back in your life and not giving you the commitment that you want, then I think you probably should move on. You probably should put up some boundaries, at least for the time being. It's not like certain that they'll never change. Maybe eventually, if you put up these better boundaries, they could really move away from, you see, this person's moving away from these energies. The way it's facing and stuff. So perhaps if you were to put up boundaries, you might be able to wake this person up. But I think either way, you should put up boundaries. But I don't see any not much negative energy towards you. So I think that they still feel they feel good about you. They feel like they like you, they just don't want to be tied down. They have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. But, yeah, with just these 2 cards here, I see that the ultimate goal of the 2 of you is just different at this current moment. I don't like being the bearer of bad news. I hope is okay with you guys. That type of message. I hope it's not disliked too much. I understand it's not fun to hear that type of stuff. But yeah, I would just work on you. Find someone better than this person. Or maybe wait around, put up the boundaries, and see if that improves the situation or not. Some of you may have already long moved on and you're just like, okay, whatever. At least he thinks, and if that's the case, then you can just say, well, at least he thinks highly of me, still liking me. This person does still think that you're great. There's still like passion there and stuff like that. It's just more of a, different places in life type of thing. Okay, pile 2. I think that's all I see. I mean, pile 1. Sorry, geez Louise. Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. That's all I see for you, pile number 1. I hope you resonated with that. If you did, leave me a comment and let me know. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video. Okay. Hello, pile number 2. So here we've got your spread. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups. As well as passion, and keep an open mind. So, how does your ex feel about you? Well, I think that right now your ex is really just focused on building material things in life. I think just more on the material aspects of life. I don't know why, but I always see this particular 9 of Cups card as a party card. So they're probably really just into like partying and building up their status in life, like the material, like working. Maybe they're starting some kind of new venture, like a new job or a new business venture, and they're just really like, they're still in that night stage where they're trying to grow it. So I think that they're very focused on that, and maybe focused on the more pleasurable aspects of life, like partying. And they might have a lot on their plate, like you see this Gandalf looking dude, wizard, and he's got so many different, the 7 of Cups, he has 7 different cups up there, and they each have something in it, and he's like, which one do I want? So I think that they're probably just focused on other aspects of their life at this moment. They might also have some indecision about their feelings for you. Like perhaps they feel like, oh, I had such good times and I felt like so stable with this person, but I don't know if I want to go back into that. I think that could very well be, because we have passion. It's allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And then we have keep an open mind. See, they're keeping all their options open. They're trying, so they haven't completely ruled you out, but right now they're just kind of focusing on that material, then rather than trying to focus on this passion. They're kind of like, I still feel all of this, abundance with them. I feel like, but I still am just like, I'm a little bit confused about what I need to do right now. So I don't think I don't see that they're like a horrible person or anything like that. I think that they still have feelings. They still have some passion with you. And they feel like, I don't know, I always think of Pentacles as being like kind of very dedicated to something. So they may even still feel some kind of like form of like dedication. Maybe even still have some kind of financial ties with each other. I don't know, maybe not. Some of you may still have financial ties together. I don't think that may be the case, maybe. But I do feel like there's just like, they have a lot of things on their mind right now. And your advice card is, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. keep facing your true north. So in regards to your ex, I think you should just keep on going forward. If they ever come to a place where they feel more like they know which cup they want, um, you know, if that's meant to happen, it will happen. Just keep an open mind and keep doing your thing and going forward. I don't see, like, in the first pile, I saw, like, very immature energy. I could say in this pile, I don't see as much immature energy, per se. I think this person probably has a stable head on their shoulders, and they think well of you, but they're just doing their thing, you know. Maybe life just took them in a different direction. They just feel quite confused. Who knows? Maybe they do, but I think for some of you, this person may be too much of a partier. May party too hard. And just, you know, maybe it makes them make bad decisions, but I think for most of you, that's probably not the case. Yeah. So I think that you could just keep on doing your thing. And I think they do look back at, like, good memories of the two of you together, and they felt pretty abundant with you. It might have felt stable as well. But they're not feeling so stable at the moment, I think. Not, you know, maybe they're working towards that, but they're not feeling completely stable without you. Kind of like, oh, what do I do? Maybe you help them make good decisions before. And now they're like, oh, I don't have them to help me make decisions anymore. So I feel so confused. Well, I hope it resonated with you about how your ex feels about you right now. But I think there's still some passion, so at least you can feel good knowing that they still have fond memories of you. Okay, well, thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Thanks, guys, and see you in the next video. So, hello, pile number 3. This is the spread that you've got. You've got the 2 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and 3 of Wands. As well as stay optimistic about your love life, and it's safe for you to love. So, wow, I see that with this pile, you definitely had a very close connection with your ex. Like soulmate type of connection, like really, really strong connection. Or at least they felt that way about it. They really feel like you were like the one, you know? You were really connected to them. But yes, at some point, they felt like they had to walk away. I don't know why that could be. Why they felt like they had to walk away, but there's a moving on. Maybe you broke up with them. Because obviously I am not reading your feelings or what happened with the relationship, but they felt like they had to move on, and it was sad, you know, they had to turn their back on this, like, this happiness, and start, you know, looking elsewhere. So there was definitely, they are still probably in that stage where they're trying to get over this, because they still feel like you're the one, but they're trying to move on. But at the same time, we have some interesting cards here. So we have the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. I totally see both of these as travel cards. So there could be some kind of distance between you, but the 8 of Wands can also be like quick communication. So if you are wanting to hear from this person, I think there is a big chance you'll be hearing from them, either by phone or text message or something like that. You're definitely going to be hearing from this person soon, because they really want to tell you something. And it may have something to do with travel. Maybe they'll pop back up in town, where if, like, it may be actual, like, seeing you. If it's not a message, it could just be that they're back in town and they want to meet up or something like that. But then at the same time, it may just be to close up some things in your relationship. Perhaps like you really, like for some of you, it may be that you ended this connection and you really just truly don't want to be with this person. And if that's the case, they want to, come and tell you something, and then maybe start to like realize that they are going to move on with their life. But they feel optimistic about you, and let me just look at this real fast. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive all the highest energy. I don't know. I just really feel like they felt like you were really like a safe option for them. They felt good with you. They feel that you're safe, like, like very comforting to them. And they still have optimism. I always look at this like the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. Both of them, the guy's like looking out, and he just seems like kind of either like, I don't know. Sometimes it depends. Like I get this feeling like either it's of longing for something that's far away, or out in the distance somewhere, or it's like waiting for something to come, like or with a plan, like with drive. So it could be that they have some kind of drive to fix this situation, or they're finally finding that drive to like kind of let go and move on. I think that just depends on everyone's situation, but I do think that if you see, okay, there's do something to shift your vibration as an advice card, and I think that there are probably different people reading this pile, and I feel like some of you could want to get back together with this person, and some don't. But it says here, dance. Do something to shift your vibration. So I think that whatever message you're going to be getting from this person, you should definitely make sure your vibration matches your feelings. If you want this union with them, I think they'll be down for it, probably. But you need to make sure that they can feel that in the way that you're, portraying yourself, Make sure that your conversation is going in a way that points them to understanding that and feeling that. But I do think that they still have passion for you, and they still have that like connection, that bond that they feel towards you. And yeah, I do feel like there's some kind of like distance or travel involved in this, and there will be some kind of communication. So I think that's all I've got for you, pile 3. If it resonated, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And yeah, keep watching. I'll be posting more videos. If you have any special requests, please tell me, and I'll be sure to try to get them done. Okay? Take care, guys. Hey, pile number 4. So, if you picked this stone, this is your pile. Okay, so how is your ex feeling about you? Well, okay. First of all, the Page of Swords often talks about stalking. So they've probably been stalking your social media. They've probably been spying on you, and maybe asking around about you. This could have been also somebody who gossips about you. So you know that they're like thinking about you, and you probably already have heard some rumors. But I thought that it was interesting that we get the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So I definitely feel like they find you to be a total like sexual match to them. Like passion-wise, you guys were a perfect fit. Like they really felt like you were an equal in that. And they felt like you could be the one. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And I think that you fit that. Like, they feel like you fit that perfectly with them. We also have, see, these actually, this came out and I didn't realize, but the Five of Wands was underneath it. So five of Wands is like fighting. So they probably feel defensive. And also with the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords to me is somebody who can have kind of an immature mouth. So this person could be like kind of a dick sometimes, you know what I mean? May just say things that are like immature, and maybe that's what's come between you. They want to kind of tell you something, and this could be a fast incoming message as well. But it may be kind of like, you know, aggressive. But their feelings aren't exactly bad. We have the Ten of Cups, so this is definitely somebody that felt like you were like the person that they wanted to be with. They had the passion, and then the Ten of Cups. That's like, you know, we've got a card here that's got like, you know, a couple with a freaking rainbow, and the kids, you know, dancing in front of them. Like, it's a happy family. And I definitely, well, according to the feelings, they felt like you were, you know, equal to that for them. Like, that's, you know, you could have been the one to be their family. And it does look like, well, obviously, you guys probably already saw this. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to you, to your life, sorry. I can't read upside down, guys, okay? So challenging. Yeah, they want to reconcile with you. So, but it may be like, they might still have some of this, like, dick-headed energy about them. That's kind of difficult. Your advice is to take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So, I think that you should be taking a break from this person. And if they are coming back, what lights you up? Does this person light you up? Do you share these feelings? Because they sure think that you're like all that. But do you think that they're all that? You know, I think take a break and really consider how you feel about the situation, because I do think that this person is going to be coming back and trying to work things out. But, you know, do you want to work things out is, I guess, the most important part. They're willing to. Although you may still deal with some of their pettier behavior with this, like, Five of Wands and Page of Swords. They might be a bit competitive. They might say things that kind of hurt your feelings sometimes, like, without thinking. If you're, you know, if that isn't such a big deal and you feel like, you know, similarly, like with like the passion and you know, the emotions and stuff like that, then I think you should just, you know, you could go for it. But I would take a break and really think about, does this guy or girl light you up? You know, do they make you feel good? Do you want to be with them? So, but I think that they're still really pining after you, and they'll be back soon. Okay, well, I hope that helped and that resonated. If it did, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, drop them as well, because I'd love to try to make those happen for you guys. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.